I want you to take a deep breath. Yeah. Inhale and exhale. Now, do you feel a little bit better? Do you feel a little bit lighter? Well, our conversation is going to empower you to handle what's heavy a little bit better. Time for you to breathe and believe. And today on In the Mix, we're going to talk about part 2 of anxiety to action. How to overcome what makes you feel overwhelmed. Oh, I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What is happening? I hope you are doing well. It's going to get a little bit better as we are going a little bit higher. I want you to hit the thumbs up button on this video. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation of illumination. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the subscribe button as well. In order to have this conversation of illumination, you know what we got to do. We got to pay that light bill. So drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. Come on, drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. As a matter of fact, let's light it up. Let's turn the lights all the way up. Let's brighten it in here. Come on, we too lit to quit. Gonna have it. Let's keep it 100 watts. We're gonna have a 100-watt conversation. We're gonna keep it 100. Why? Because we are the light of the world. Let's tackle this particular topic today. Let's spotlight and highlight the topic. Yeah, part 2 of anxiety to action. How to overcome what makes you feel overwhelmed on our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains as well. We're jumping into it. We're talking about it. As you know, last time we mentioned the whole aspect of me giving you some strategies to really, breathe and believe, to inhale and exhale a little bit, to feel a little bit lighter and to handle what's heavier a little bit better. We have to do that. We have to prioritize ourselves. I talked to you about self-care last time. Really putting you on your calendar. Putting you on your schedule. Making sure that you create margin in your day for you. You got to do that. Self-care is needed. It's necessary. It's important. And also talked about you changing your perspective. When you change the way that you look at things, the things that you look at will change. I want you to prioritize your mind because, listen, life gets a little bit heavy. Life gets a little bit hectic. And here it is. Adulting is not easy. Here it is. Adulting ain't child's play. It's not. Come on, family. Just type find peace. Find peace. Adulting is not child's play at all. I got to find peace. And here's what I got to do. I got to find peace from broken pieces. Really do. So that I can make my life as a masterpiece, simply because I'm a piece of the master. 75% of our thoughts each and every single day, according to researchers, are negative. 85% of the things that we worry about never even come to fruition anyway. But here's what we do. We're always thinking ourselves out of or talking ourselves out of what it is that God wants us to step into. And we got to do something different to get something different, right? We have to change our mind because our mindset matters. Come on, family, just type transform your mind. Transform your mind. Too many of us are conformed to this world, but we are not transformed by the renewing of our mind. And that's what we got to do. We have to be transformed. Because here's the thing, when we have a transformed mind, and when we transform our mindset, we'll transform our world. And we'll transform our world by our words. You can't change the world until you first transform your world. What are you doing each and every single day to impact, to empower, to imbibe, to speak life into your life, to transform where it is that you are to where you can be, to go and do what you've never done before, to go where you've never gone before, do what you've never done before. Why? Because you're a trendsetter, you're a trailblazer, you're a mover and a shaker, you're a history maker, you're a record breaker. You are, here it is, a disruptor. And too many times we have allowed ourselves to have a disrupted mind rather than being a disruptor of thought. I need you to hear me. You've got to be a disruptor of the types of thoughts that want to disrupt your mindset. So here's what I can't do. I can't move into a place of stagnant, stinking thinking that keeps me soaking and sinking. I can't move into a place of a scarcity mindset. I got to overcome limited beliefs. I have to overcome vision snipers and emotional squatters that are impeding my mind. I got to overcome the ants that are in my life. What is that? The automatic negative thoughts. Family, just type overcome it. We've talked about this before. I want you to go back and check it out. Talked about having an ATM mindset. ATM mindset. Got to overcome an automatic negative thought mindset to adopt an ATM mindset. What is that? Automatic transform mindset. That's what I have to do. I want to change the way that I look at things. The things that I look at change. I have to adopt an automatic transform mindset. I gotta press past limited beliefs. I have to overcome pre-traumatic stress disorder. I got to move my life from where it is that I was to where I need to be. And it moves into the power and the proximity of me knowing my identity, of me knowing my mentality. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, nobody between your ears, nobody is thinking in here but you. I need you to hear me. Who am I talking to? I know it's you. Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. I know it's you. I have to overcome what is between my ears. I have to overcome. I have to understand that nobody is thinking in here but me. Stop talking yourself out of what it is that God wants you to step into. Let me give you some strategies to shift you, to shape you, to take you, to mold you, to make you into the type of mindset strategist that you've been called to be, so that you can overcome anxiety and move into a place of action. Got to change your perspective. I told you, number one. Secondly, I told you got to move into a place of self-care. Thirdly, you got to focus on your focus. And for many of us, we never seize opportunities simply because we're so stagnant, so focused on anxiety. We never do. We have to focus on our focus. Rather than focusing on what's going wrong, you got to change your focus on what it will happen, what will take place, what will go right. Focus on what you are good at doing. Focus on the blessing of what it is that is coming in your life. Focus on not what is underwhelming. Focus on how you're going to move into a place of that which is overcoming. Focus on shifting your mindset. Come on, family, just type focus. Type focus on your focus. Focus on your focus. What is it that you've been called to do? What is it that you've been gifted to do? What have you been talented to do? What is your clarion calling? What is your particular and specific purpose? What have you been mandated to fulfill? What is it that you have been compelled and called to do? So that here it is, you can focus on service to others. And here's the thing. So many times we can't focus on service to others because we're so self-serving. It's all about I and give the rest of the vowels back. It's all about I, not us. It's all about me, not we. And that's the perplexity. That's what brings about the anxiety, because you're so centristic. You're so centric rather than being synergistic. Got to get out of your own way. Got to focus on serving other people. Family, we're having a super conversation. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. Super conversations. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. Part 2 of anxiety to action. How to overcome what makes you feel overwhelmed. We're talking about that. And I want you to think about this. What are you most heartbroken over? What really makes your blood boil? What really gets under your skin? What is it that when you see this take place, you really want to do something about it? For me, oftentimes it's food insecurity. And so I hate seeing people who don't have enough food, clothing, shelter. So as the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers here in the city of Detroit, we move into a place of Operation Outreach, which we call, Operation Outreach. It's part of our ministry. I get excited to help other people. This is the connection of the kingdom and community. I get to be the hands and the feet of Jesus. When I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was naked, did you clothe me? We get to make Matthew 25 come alive and thrive. You see what I'm talking about? That which has become so compelling to me, now I surrounded myself with other individuals who saw the passion that I had, who connected with the passion that I had. And now we meet the needs of the people who we share a passion about. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? And so we serve each and every single Wednesday, 4:30 p.m. at the Rosa Parks Transit Center with an organization, a restaurant who's as passionate about food insecurity as we are, the Jamaican Pot Restaurant. You see, what is it that you're passionate about? Because when you walk in the place of what it is that you're passionate about, it connects to your purpose. And now you surround yourself with purpose-driven people who really want to make an impact. Get involved. You got to allow yourself to feel good about what you're doing and how you're helping other people. That's that level of focus. What is it that compels you to do what it is that you do? Beyond the paycheck, it's about the people. It's about the passion. It's about the purpose. It's about your perspective. It's about your perception. It's about helping other people. Hear me. Like Zig Ziglar said, if you help people get what they want, you'll get what you want. Personal transformation, I need you to hear me. It leads to action. It leads to victory over anxiety. Come on, family. I just need you to type that. Type victory over anxiety. Type victory over anxiety. Victory over anxiety. Yeah. If you're not a member of our Eagles community, I want you to do that. I want you to join us today. I want you to become a member today. You've heard me talk about it umpteen times. You've heard me talk about it time and time and time again. I want you to become a member of our community today. Why? Because we're shifting you from where it is that you are to where you can be. We're surrounding you in a group of individuals who are leaders just like you. They're not bleeders, they're leaders. Right? They want to see a win for you is a win for them too. They don't come to compete, they come to collaborate. They want to see you grow to another level in your life. Connected to my coaching, my teaching, my training, my mentoring, and our private Facebook group that you have access to, and our Zoom sessions where you get the impact and the empowerment. Well, I'm on my video whiteboard where I'm drawing and I'm sketching and I'm really giving you all types of content and clarity and making analogies and analysis of how we connect where it is that you are to where you can be. I want you to join us there. I'm giving the Eagles Nest reflection homework and then giving you personalized feedback. Go to theeaglesacademy.com. Do yourself a favor and go there right now. Theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. If you're prepared, you'll never be scared. In the mix, become a member there. Links in the chat, links in the description of this video for how to become a member. All you have to do is tap the link. You get one of the badges, VIP, Royalty, OQP, and my gift to you is to give you access to the behind the scenes content. What I don't share on my social media, much less here on the free to YouTube area. But membership has its privileges. Get connected right there. We're going to talk a little bit more about part 2 of anxiety action. I don't want you to stick and stay. More is coming your way. You need this. Share this if you care. Share if you care. Your timeline could be someone's lifeline. You sure can. Stick and stay. More is on the way after these messages. I will be right back. Our schools are underfunded, teachers are underpaid, and our children are undereducated. Our classrooms, culture, curriculum, and communities are in crisis like never before. Education is the key, but the lock is broken. So how do we fix it? I'm so glad that you asked. I'm giving you strategies in my new book. It's my 17th book, by the way, called Strategies for Successful Schools. How to develop a diverse classroom of learners who read, lead, and succeed. This is a book that's available right now for our educational leaders. It's a must-read for school board members, parents, community advocates, transformative teachers. But not only that, so many of our young people are struggling with their academics, their mental well-being, limiting beliefs, procrastination, interpersonal trauma, and just feeling like they're hopeless. But what if there was a go-to guide to empower you to be a champion? Here's the good news. I've got another book for you. It's my 18th one. Learners are Leaders. Strategies and Solutions for Student Success. It's got a 31-day journal in there. It's got affirmations, really a lot of valuable life lessons, ways to set smart goals for success, improve your mental well-being, foster academic success. So much more that is in store when you get not just one, but both of these books. They're both available right now on Amazon. But also, you can get signed copies that are available at theeaglesacademy.com/books. Don't just get them for you, but also get them for someone else too. Yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Come on, family, I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. We're talking about part 2 of anxiety to action. Yeah. How to overcome what makes you feel overwhelmed. I told you last time on the other side of this break, I told you, listen, it's about victory over anxiety. Yeah, if you haven't typed that, type victory over anxiety. If you're just watching us, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about part 2 of anxiety action. Personal transformation, social transformation. That all happens simultaneously. Right? When I'm reaching out, when I'm building community, here's what I do. Not only do I nourish, but I flourish. Oh, come on, family. Type nourish and flourish. Nourish yourself, flourish as a result of nourishing yourself with other people when you are impacted and are connected to community. Nobody grows in a silo. Not good for man to be alone. Right? That's not just specifically monogamous relationship. Man, that's just not necessarily just, you and your spouse in your house. No, it's community. It's building together. It's collaboration. It's connection. It's business partners. It's your church members. It's those of you in your sorority and your fraternity and whatever the case may be, your organization, your neighborhood block club, your brother, your sister connections. You nourish, and as you nourish, you flourish. Here's the thing. There's something called radical mutuality. And radical mutuality now, this is a particular notion that nothing we do, however virtuous it may be, can be accomplished alone. Oh, you know what I've said. You know how I've said it. You know when I've said it. You know where I've said it. So let me say it again. It's bigger than me. Come on, family. Just type that. Type that. It's bigger than me. Radical mutuality lets me know it's bigger than me. Radical mutuality is the notion that it's bigger than me. Nothing that we do, no matter how virtuous it is, can be done specifically by ourselves. If you can do it all by yourself, it's too small. Community. The power of community empowers us to conquer anxiety. Because here's the thing, the enemy always wants to isolate you. Come on, think about this. An abuser wants to isolate you. A person who moves into a place of domestic violence wants to isolate you. Somebody who wants to control and manipulate you wants to isolate you. They want to withdraw you from your friends and your family and your loved ones and your associates. Why? Because they know that they can't destroy you with a connection, with a force field, with a team. They want to get you by themselves so they can slowly pine away at you and sift you as wheat. And that's why you got to have community, because community empowers you to overcome anxiety. That's what anxiety wants to do. Anxiety wants you to withdraw. Anxiety wants you to say, woe is me. Anxiety wants you to move into a place where you feel like it's just you against the world. Anxiety wants you to withdraw. Anxiety wants you to stop talking to other people. Anxiety doesn't want you to get counseling because they know that because anxiety knows that in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Anxiety wants to keep you hobbling and hurting and hemorrhaging and limping rather than leaping. Anxiety don't want you to connect. Anxiety doesn't want you to get any counseling. Anxiety doesn't want you to direct. Community empowers you to overcome and conquer anxiety. Here it is. Taking action removes feeling helpless and hopeless. Community removes the whole aspect of where you feel helpless and hopeless. And I want you to know today, you're not helpless. I want you to know today that you are not hopeless. Last but not least, I want you to just type this. There's power in prayer. Yeah, there's power in prayer. Giving you strategies to overcome anxiety. Yeah, I told you. You got to change your perspective. Told you you got to engage in self-care. Mentioned the whole aspect of focusing on your focus, connected to the aspect of radical mutuality. Last but not least, the power of prayer. And hear me, if you're going to pray, don't even worry. And if you're going to worry, you might as well not even pray. Here's what you have to do. Here's what you have to do. I feel my help coming on now. You have to cast your care with prayer. Come on, family. Type that. Type cast your care with prayer. Let me take a sip so I don't slip. Cast your care with prayer. Why? Because prayer causes you to cast your care on God. I feel like getting into my prayer closet even right now. Cast your care with prayer because prayer empowers you to cast your care on God. That's what it does. That's why, here it is, we must be anxious for nothing. Can't be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer. Why? Because prayer is my outlet of communication. And here's the thing, the enemy always wants to sever your communication. Here it is, if he can sever your communication, he can isolate you. And there it is again. Because if he isolates you, now you move into a place of anxiety because you're worrying rather than casting your cares on the one who can care for you. You see? Communication with God, supplication with him, is in a place of earnest humility with thanksgiving. I'm thanking him before I get it. I'm thanking him when I get it. I'm thanking him after I get it. Why? Because Thanksgiving is not just some holiday. Thanksgiving is more than just a holiday. Thanksgiving is something every day. Every day is a day of Thanksgiving. It is letting my request, it is letting my petitions be made known to God. Communication is the connection that disconnects you from anxiety. Did you hear what I just said? Communication is the connection that disconnects you from anxiety. And here's what I love about the next verse in Philippians Chapter 4, verse 7. That specific verse before that was Philippians 4, verse 6. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, let your requests be made known unto God. Here it is. And it says in verse 7, and the peace of God. Come on, family. I just type, I need peace. I need peace, because when I got peace, oh yeah, I'm not going to give you a piece of my mind. I'll only be left with just a piece of my mind, but no peace of mind. Why? But I am moving into a particular place to where I know he'll keep me in perfect peace if I keep my mind stayed on him. Peace that passeth all understanding. Here it is. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds through Christ Jesus. I got to have my heart and my mind guarded. Why? Because oftentimes your mind will take you where your heart can't keep you. But not only look at that. Oh, it's just so much. It's just so much in these verses right here. Philippians 4, verse 6 through 8. It's a whole lot in there. Verse 8 says, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things, here it is, are of good report. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise. Oh, not just talk about these things, but think on these things. Come on, family. Come on, family. Just type think on these things. Type think on these things. I got to think on what's pure. I got to think on what's honest. I got to think on what's just. I got to think on what's true. I got to think on what's lovely. I got to think on what's a good report. I got to think on what's virtuous. I got to think on that which is praiseworthy. Why? Because he said, I'll keep you in perfect peace if you keep your mind stayed on me. My peace I leave with you, not as the world gives, but give I unto you. The world don't give no level of peace. The world will put you into pieces. Yeah, you went and did some retail therapy at 3 p.m. today. Oftentimes by 7 p.m., you still not going to feel no better. It's momentary. It's finite. It's fragmented. It's a fissure. It's finite. But here it is, the peace of God is perpetual. It's endless. It's continual. It's long lasting. It's not temporary. It's permanent. In order to do that, I got to be transformed by the renewing of my mind. I got to have victory over anxiety. And here it is. It comes by taking action. And the action is through the transformation of your mind. Come on, take a deep breath again with me tonight. Come on, take a deep breath. Come on, inhale peace. Exhale anxiety. Come on, inhale peace. Exhale pain. Inhale increase. Exhale lack. Inhale the joy of the Lord. Exhale sorrow of spirit. Come on, come on. I want you to take a deep breath right here. I want you to breathe and believe. I want you to inhale victory. Exhale defeat. Come on, I want you to inhale wisdom. Oh, come on. Exhale worry. Come on, family. Just type breathe and believe. Type breathe and believe. Come on, come on. Deep breath. Ooh-wee. Come on. Inhale love. Oh, yeah. Exhale bitterness. Inhale love. Come on. Do it again. Exhale hate. Come on. Inhale healing. Exhale brokenness. Yeah. Inhale healing. Come on, do it again. Exhale hell. Yeah. Get that old hell out of your life. Hellish mindset. Hellish folks. Hellish thoughts. And move to a great place and a greater place of wellness, long life, and that more abundantly, you're going to overcome anything and everything that has made you feel overwhelmed. Family, this is a good place to sow. I want you to sow where you grow. I want you to sow where you soar. This is where you grow. This is where you soar. And you can do that by sharing a super chat, a super sticker, sowing into this super conversation of that which has transformed your mindset. Yeah, I told you the USA doesn't just stand for the United States of America. Doesn't just stand for the United States of amnesia. But in many cases, it stands for the United State of anxiety. Not for you. Yeah, because you're going to transform what's tried to destroy you. You've got the victory over anything that tried to bring you under. Come on, family, just type, I've got the victory. Come on. I've got the victory. Yeah, a song said VICTORY. That's why. I've got it. Yes, I've got it. I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. Cash App, $ Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr, Gmail. Super Chat, Super Sticker. Again, Cash App, $ Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at Gmail. And you can also sow via the links in the chat. Links are in the description of this video. It tells you how and where to give. Thank you so much for sowing into this word that you have heard. Thank you so much for sowing into this super conversation. Are you a member of our In the Mix family? Come on, how are you going to watch In the Mix but not be a member of In the Mix? I want you to click the link, tap the link in the description of this video and in the description of the video, as well as the link in the chat, and become a member of our In the Mix family. Don't just be a subscriber. Become not just even a member, become a partner. And you can do that in 3 ways. VIP, Royalty, OQP. And my gift to you is to give you access to our members only area, where I give you some real behind the scenes, behind the story, beyond the story. All to the degree of taking you to a greater level, in a greater place, kind of seeing what my life is like, and me talking to you about some things of what it is that I've learned and some lessons that are going to take it to another degree. Yeah, behind the scenes, behind the story, beyond the story. Go tap that link in the description and in the chat. If you are not a member of our Eagles community, go ahead. TheEaglesAcademy.com. Go there. It's where I coach, teach, train, mentor you. I'll be glad to connect with you, and I'd love for you to be a part of our amazing live sessions that are transformative and empowering beyond measure. Family In the Mix. Oh boy, we're out of time, but trust me, I'm not out of truth, and so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really do want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. Yep, and we mix it up each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, right here on the YouTube side. Yeah, hit the subscription. Hit the subscribe button on this video. Hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Share this with somebody. Share if you care. Your timeline could be someone's lifeline. Somebody needs this word that you've heard today. Of course, a sincere salute to all of our viewers on our sister satellite stations on social media. And I just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Well, then step this way. Which way am I talking about? Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop. At EddieConnorJr. Come on, family. Put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. And y'all keep showing love. Trust me, I'm going to keep showing up. I'm personally inviting you to join me this coming Sunday. At our church, my church, the Remnant Worshipers Church, where I serve as the pastor. Yeah, I serve as the pastor, and I've got an empowering word and worship for you each and every single Sunday at 10 a.m. I would that you would join me there. And of course, every Tuesday, every Tuesday, just like tonight, we also have a Bible study at 7 p.m. And so I'd love for you to be there. Join us there at 20470 Hubble Street in the city of Detroit. A church alive is worth the flight of the drive. A church alive will empower you to thrive. Join me there, 20470 Hubble Street. I'm saving you a seat every Sunday, 10 a.m. at the Remnant Worshipers Church. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, don't hesitate. Please reach out to me. Get any of my books. I got 18 of them out there. They're on Amazon. I've got ebooks as well, audiobooks, whatever the case may be. Get my latest 2 books, Strategies for Successful Schools, as well as Learners and Leaders. They're also available on the eaglesacademy.com/books. This is where you can get signed copies. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, now why would you look any further? You know I'm the man for the job. Come on, invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Let's make some progression. All you got to do is email me to invite me, info@EddieConnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. Oh, and I mean that. From another mother. Family, it's been fun. But you know, a brother got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring. Family, there is power in partnership. And we are better together, which is why I am on a mandated mission to activate 30, yes, 30 new action takers who are ready to soar beyond their limits. I'm ready to develop and deploy you into your gifts and your greatness. Now, are you ready? Well, get activated by joining the Eagles Academy, where we cultivate your gifts and your talents to become the greatest version of yourself. And we do this through weekly mastermind sessions where you receive strategies for exponential growth with self-paced Eagles Nest reflections that include personalized feedback to transform you, to renew your mindset, to empower you to take action and actualize your purpose. Are you an action taker? If so, today I ask you, are you ready to answer the call? Well, great. Then visit theeaglesacademy.com and become a member. For only $24.99, you will unlock unlimited knowledge and resources that will launch you and catapult you into the greatest version of yourself. I invite you to the winner's circle. On your mark, get set, go right now to theeaglesacademy.com and seize this moment.